Welcome to TRS Clips, India's fastest learning portal. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit that bell icon. So I have a simple but profound question for you,
Sure.
which is that Big Bang thing you spoke about.
About 3 or 4 years ago, there was an event known as the Penguin Annual Lecture. And the keynote speaker for that event was Dan Brown. And then Penguin came back to me and said, Ashwin, he will deliver a 20-minute talk. And then can we have a 40-minute discussion between you and Dan Brown in terms of the stuff that interests you guys? I said, of course, I'll be happy to. So we went away to the Oberoi and we sat down for dinner. After a couple of drinks, Dan asked me, he said, what do you consider to be God? What is your definition of God? I called for a pad and pen and I wrote down on that, G is equal to infinity minus K. And I passed it on to him. And he said, now you have to explain what this means. I said, think of it mathematically. G is what we call God, what we consider divine. Infinity is the whole universe, the Brahmand. The word Brahmand comes to you from Brahm, creation, and Anda, the egg-shaped universe. So the creation of the universe. So everything that has existed, that exists, that will exist in every possible dimension at every point of time is the Brahmand. And then K is the extent of human knowledge. What do we know? So God is everything that is there, less what we know. So he said, but why do you say that? I said, think about the Egyptians. The Egyptians, they saw the sun rise in the east and set in the west. They didn't know what it was. So they said, this is Ra, the sun god. And he gets up in the morning and he travels across the skies in his chariot. And then by the evening, he is tired, so he goes to sleep. And that's when night occurs. And then later on, you had Aryabhat and Copernicus and Galileo coming up with their theories and telling us that, hey, listen, you know what? The sun is a giant ball of fire and the earth revolves around it. And so the day and night is created as a result of that. And by the spinning of the earth on its axis. And suddenly, poor Ra lost his divinity because now we could suddenly explain it. So in effect, to my mind, whatever we can't explain, we attribute to God. G is equal to infinity minus K. The more we can explain, the less room we leave for God.
Yeah. True knowledge is knowing that you know nothing.
That you know nothing.